wasn't right.
Dude, the McDonald's over there is better than the American one.
Yeah, I do have to give him that. They do have like
They got
different.
healthy foods. Yeah.
They got different food. It's good to try some different shit sometimes,
Dude, the wraps
Yeah.
at the McDonald's over there is so good. Compared to, like, McDonald's here.
But
What
that's
is it,
not-
like a chicken Caesar wrap or something?
Dude, they have all kinds of them.
Really? Well, yeah, so we're sitting there, like,
Just discussing
order-
y'all or your weekends.
well, you order a Sprite, and they say, no, we have lemonade. And then you're like, oh, lemonade. Okay, I'll have that. And then they bring it out, and it's like sparkling lemon water. And it's just like, come on, why? Like, dude, Sprite is like openly known, like, just, can we get that? But no. And yeah, so we're sitting there talking about the weekend, and no one even made fun of you either. Like, no one.
Nah, you guys were definitely egging me on. I would have just walked out. You guys had to have been egging me on.
Did you eat before?
No, I don't even think I took a bite of my food, dude.
Dude. Sky, I don't even remember what was said, but it was just like instantly Maz was done.
I was over it.
He just got up from the table and walked outside. No, didn't say a word.
But he
Nothing.
just needed a breather.
And then we had to, dude. Yo, do you remember the
then
the
we
rental
couldn't
cars
find
we
him.
had, Kev?
What's that?
Those
Remember
were cool. The
yeah,
cars were
remember
cool.
the rental cars we had?
Really cool, yeah.
Dude, we had like those big ass
Diesel Mercedes
diesel
SUVs.
Mercedes
Yeah, they were
SUVs,
cool.
dude. Well, because Kev was like, I don't want a manual, and
Honestly,
which I don't blame him, but
that probably made driving around there a lot more hard. We should have just got some smaller cars because some of them roads, Kevin, they weren't
Remember
even
that?
2-lane
Remember
roads.
that?
No,
remember when we stole the car? Dude, me and Maz were so hungry this one morning before we went out, and where was Kev? I don't know where he was.
I don't know, but remember we tried to go to the coffee shop and it brought us to the back entrance of the track?
Yeah, dude. We were just trying to get something before we went out that was like half decent, and so we stole the Mercedes car and took it all over and didn't come back with any food. And I don't know. I don't remember if you were pissed or not, Kev, but I think it was like insurance or something. Kev was like, they're gonna crash this thing, and then I'm gonna have to pay for it.
Driving on the other side of the road.
Oh yeah, we did get Nando's.
Yeah, I was gonna say we definitely did get a Nando's.
I didn't like it though. I don't know why.
This guy was hyping Nando's
Dude.
up.
We got it in the airport like immediately.
Yeah, he wouldn't
Yeah.
stop talking
These
about it
boys
since
don't
we
know about
left.
Nando's. They're not on the train. But
It's okay. It just isn't.
Dude,
not-
honestly,
It's
out
not
of
gold.
out of everything we ate over there,
that was probably the best.
that would be the best. And I would put it on a scale here with like, I don't even know.
It's better than Chick-fil-A for sure.
No shot.
Dude, it's totally different.
no shot.
Dude,
I
do they
think-
have Chick-fil-A in the UK? No.
No, maybe like one in London. Maybe I don't know.
Because you
guys are
need to be
missing out
blessed.
on Cane's. That's been my newfound
Dude,
chicken
yeah,
place. Cane's is
um,
like really good.
I haven't tried that, but we've been talking about going.
Cane's is really good.
Oh, dude, we got some stuff over here too. Always
Oh.
get full coverage on the rental car in England.
Who said that? Old Zach.
Andy.
Dude, yeah, because Andy used to let me drive the rental cars over there. Now, oh, dude, those bushes never knew what was coming for him. Just all the shrubs on the side of the road just getting mowed down by me. Dude, driving in England's so sick.
Andy also says Nando's is good shit.
Nando's is good shit. It's probably some of the best.
It's aight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The beds. Yeah, the beds over there were like,
They're tiny.
dude. We could do a whole podcast on just that trip.
Just BSB,
Alone.
Brands Hatch.
Dude, the
With the
plane,
boys.
the plane ride there was like so nice.
We slept the whole way.
Dude,
We had a whole row to ourselves. I
we
think,
had a whole
yeah.
row to ourselves.
We each had a whole row to ourselves.
Slept the whole way there. Like basically teleported to England, and
Dude, we played like Battleship for like an hour and then just
Damn.
passed out, all of us. Done.
I remember that now. I don't remember much from that plane ride
Maz
or
was loving
getting
it.
to the airport, but it's fire. It was a good time.
That was so sick.
Yeah, super small beds, shit food, but the racing was so good.
The racing's always good, BSB.
Yeah, it was like,
Always.
dude. I mean, I had never ridden for another team before in my career, and that's still the only other team I've ever rode for. Is that one weekend.
honestly crazy because I've never done what you're doing, having like your own program. I've always been on a team, you know.
Yeah, like riding for someone else. And
Yeah, I've never.
But dude, they like were loving it, the team and everything. Like we were like tight.
It's because you had Big Kev Dog on the spanners over there.
No, dude, I had a mechanic.
No, I didn't do anything.
I had a mechanic, dude. Yeah.
No.
That's crazy.
Steve Holbrook from Simceris was a good dude. That team was on top of it, yeah.
Dude, that
Kev
team
Dog
was
was
sick.
a spectator for once.
I was.
That's
yeah.
crazy. How'd you like it?
He was so nervous, dude.
I was very nervous.
He was so nervous.
You know, because I don't know. You know, and here I am, I'm overseas with my kid. You know, and I'm looking at a motorcycle that I've never put my hands on. You know, any dad would be, you know, a little worried, of course.
We won't get into it, but he was having some health problems too that weekend.
Yeah, that was the start of it. Yeah,
Those stomach problems,
all that nonsense. No, that was the start of the other thing. Yeah,
Jesus.
That'll be a podcast in itself.
Podcast on its own.
Yeah. So, but no, Simceris was awesome. But I think you guys are all. None of us have mentioned like how that even happened. Like, how did we get there? Right. The real reasons behind why we're there were Luxar VIP. Right.
Yeah, Big Scott,
you know,
legend.
And Maz had Lee from Geoscape Solar. You know, they really worked hard to put that program together, and they made it happen. You know, Lee and Dave Howard. You know, Dave Howard. Remember, he caught shit for that. Remember, he was like because he was a scrutineer, right?
Oh yeah.
So he's like, oh, if they're bringing all these blokes over from the States, you can't be a scrutineer because we think you're gonna.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
crazy.
he sat out that weekend. He wasn't in scrutineering, they call it over there.
He loves coming to Daytona.
Dude, he's such an awesome dude. Yeah, he comes over to Daytona. He's like a kid in a candy store. He's so happy to be there.
We had such a good crew.
He gave Kev a signed Rossi hat too.
Yeah, give me a signed Valentino
cool.
Rossi.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Palmer Kling, dude.
Yeah, Palmer.
Seeing you join the live. We ain't seen you in forever. You got to come out.
Yeah, Palmer, hit us up in the comments. What have you been up to, dog? We haven't seen you since like.
Yeah, you're a mystery, man.
2012, 2013.
We need a little life update. Just a short one. Give us like a couple
bullet
sentences.
points.
Yeah, the bullet points.
Yo, you know who else is in here? Gabe Malik.
Whoa.
Gabe Mal, I seen him last year skiing, actually. Seen him up on a
right.
mountain.
Yo, he sent me a picture of you guys together. Dude, we don't have many questions, though.
Yeah,
like,
there's not very many
like
questions
I swear,
coming in,
the
but it's
other
all right.
night when we came on here, like, just testing the setup, which it looks a lot different now. I don't know. You guys got to let us know if it looks better or not, but.
All right, Gus.
Whoa.
What if I ask you a question? We'll switch the tables.
All right, bring it on.
What's your thoughts going into next year? You ready to hop on the big bike and get out there with the big dogs?
Dude, yeah, I mean, we actually locked in today for a 2-week trip, which is going to consist of the ARMA Pro Challenge, 3 or 4 days of Supermoto, and then test at Daytona.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I haven't ridden my Supermoto, like talking about that trip at least. I haven't ridden my Supermoto, and it's been like not crazy long, you know, but long enough to where I need to go ride that thing, get some videos on it, and kind of get back in touch with that bike a little bit. And then the V2, obviously, out of like all the bikes I rode all season long, like I raced the Twins Cup this year, but it was only like 6-round championship, and the last round was 3 months. You good over there?
Yep.
Last round was 3 months after the second to last round, so like 3 months of no racing the Twins Cup bike. I didn't touch that bike all summer. I was strictly on the V2, and I mean, I would say we put in a lot of time on the V2 this summer. Like Jersey, I feel like didn't show like what we were capable of on that bike.
Excited to ride that thing at some new tracks.
Dude, yeah, I've ridden it at VIR. Technically, I've ridden it at Daytona already. I've ridden it at Jersey, Jennings, Roebling. I think that's it. But out of the Moto America schedule, it's going to be Jersey, VIR, and then I'll be at Barber this weekend. So I'll have 3 out of the 12. But I don't know. I feel like you don't really test like on the West Coast tracks, you know? Like you can get out there and test. Like
it's a lot of money to get out there and test, though.
Dude, it really is, yeah. And like now, you know, if I'm racing Supersport next year, it's like basically in the Twins Cup, dude, all year long, two or three out of the top 5 guys were all riding the tracks the Monday before their weekend, which nobody knows about.
That's Twins Cup though.
And
That's,
exactly.
The rules are different.
Right. And so it's like, you know, those certain few obviously have an advantage but they're the ones that got there, you know, and put the work in and took the time off of work or whatever and showed up at the track a week early and did that. So good for them, you know. It's what you need to do to win, so do it. But Super Sport, you can't do that.
No,
so it's
in,
cool.
baby.
30 days.
All in.
30 days, like, obviously there were some protests, like, the last couple rounds for a certain somebody that was riding the tracks before, but...
Who, Mesa?
No, not Mesa. Somebody
You?
else. No. I didn't ride the V2 at Jersey. Oh, no.
He's also not a season
I was a
entrant.
wild card.
Yeah, he's not a season entrant in Super Sports, so they don't have those rules.
Yeah, I was a wild
Oh.
card, so...
Hey, Andrew Way wants to know, what's been your most fun race to be a part of?
Just for me?
Yeah, well, let's, both of you. Give us a little.
Giving it some thought.
Is that coming from YouTube?
A lot of races.
Yeah, YouTube.
A lot of races.
The most fun race of your career? Is that what the question is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on, Maz, let's go.
I'm thinking. I had a lot of races, dude. Been doing that since I was a youngling, dude. A lot
All
of
right,
races.
dude, I think if we look up Anthony Mazziotto wins, let's see what comes up.
It might not even be a win.
Aprilia's domination continues. First up. Any
Nah, I
Aprilia?
got it. I'm on.
What is it?
I know exactly what race it was. It was a race at Pittsburgh on Stock 600. It was my first ever 600 race win.
Mm-hmm.
That felt good, that one.
Who got second and third?
Aguilar and not sure. It might have been McFadden. Nick McFadden, Aguilar McFadden. But yeah, I had just taken the West Coast trip off. We didn't have the funds to get out and do the full season that year, so we built a new bike, actually. I was racing the old model bike that year.
Wait, you built a new bike just for Pittsburgh?
No, so that's why we didn't go out west, because I was racing the old model bike all year. And we wanted to get on the new model bike.
Yeah.
So we built that instead of going out west and came back at Pittsburgh with that.
Came back with the dub.
Wait,
Wait, didn't you win both?
Nah, first and second Aguilar. We, swapped.
Legend.
What year was that, 18?
17.
Yo, how about Motorboat and Maz?
Motorboat and Maz.
The legend.
Dude,
That's all I do
Maz-
nowadays is motorboat, dude. I got that Checkmate with the Evinrude 200 on the back of it.
We have a good video, Maz.
Maz in the Twins Cup was like off the rails, like podium celebrations, like interviews, like actual racing, like with the jump starts and start from the back, and like
Dude, I was just happy to be back out there. I was
you were like
thrilled,
so happy
excited.
to the point where it was like, who is this guy? What's going on here? Because this shit is insane.
What's that meme? It's like, what's going on inside of their head?
Yeah, what's going on inside your head?
Hey, how was that race in, I think it was 21 at VIR on Dom's bike?
That was a good race too,
It's a good one.
actually. Yeah. I ain't touched a motorcycle. That was my first time back on a motorcycle in 3 years. I rode a supermoto actually the weekend prior before we went and did that.
You rode at NJMP with us.
Stiggs let me ride a supermoto. That was the first time I've been back
yeah.
on a motorcycle in 3 years. The year before that, I broke my femur, so on the dirt bike, and I was healing all up until
Yours wouldn't heal.
Yeah, I went through 3 surgeries on the femur. And honestly, I think a week before that race at VIR, I had just gotten the screws in my knee taken out.
You still have the rod, though.
Yeah, I still have the rod. The screws in my knee were backing out, and it was messing up a tendon or like a joint on the side of my
I remember
leg.
that. Yeah, it would
And
like
it
pop
was-
over it and
Yeah,
come
it was
back.
really painful, so had to go in and get those removed. But yeah, got a good start in both the races. I think I was like third going into turn 3 at like the second race. It was
I think
pretty
it's a
cool.
rocket ship, huh?
Yeah, I battled with Rocco a little bit, battled with Lockoff a little bit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I had a crazy finish with Gabriel to the line.
Oh, dude,
Beat
that
'em-
got posted online.
Beat him by like a half inch on the very edge of the racetrack, fully cranked.
And that was for top 5 or 6th.
I think it was 6th place.
6th?
I got 2 6ths that weekend, I think.
Dude, that's crazy.
Not bad for not being on the bike for 3 years.
Yeah, and that was
I had Richie Escalante,
dude,
Sean Kelly, all
Sean.
the fast
I was gonna
guys,
say
yeah.
Sean.
This
won
guy
that
was
year.
in a mood before the race too. Guy couldn't find his sunglasses, like
They were
looking
right
for
on
his
his
hat,
head.
couldn't find his helmet or gloves or whatever.
In a mood.
Guy was lost.
in a mood.
He was loving it.
I was gonna say, speaking of the femur, you broke your femur in May of 20.
And then you used to make jokes about it.
No, dude,
and then
Nah.
look what happened.
I didn't make jokes about it, but dude,
But he used to kick my crutches out. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
shut
you were
up, dude.
You were
No,
bad.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
you were
bro.
bad.
Stop
You
lying
were
on the
real bad.
podcast, dude. That never happened.
No
Dude,
lies
I didn't
here.
kick your crutches, bro. Come on.
I
I
told
could see you doing that.
I told you before we got on here I was gonna be 100% real.
Dude, he's manipulating the whole podcast right now. This is crazy. I didn't kick your crutches out, but I might have made fun of you or something. But nah. Okay, maybe I kicked his crutches out, whatever. But but dude, it was the weirdest thing because so he broke his femur in May of 20. And obviously I remember like going and seeing him at the house, right? Like he's like, you know, immobile and like
Just a mope.
just healing up and everything. And I got home from being at his house and I was like, damn, like he's really out of it, dude. Like for breaking a bone and then getting it plated, you know what I mean? It's like you would think you would be better off after, but no, like you were pretty down bad.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. And so I remember like I got home, dude, and I like looked up on my phone and I was like, how painful is it to break your femur? Literally, I typed that in my phone. And like I searched it and they were like, oh, it's the most painful bone that you can break is your femur. It takes like the most force. Like it's the biggest bone, right? It hurts the worst. Femoral artery is right there. And I was like, damn, like that sucks, you know? Like, you know, I wouldn't want that to be me, obviously.
Shout
And
out to
then-
this guy for trying to take my boots off while they were still buckled.
Dude, yeah, you were screaming in the field for how long?
For a little while, for sure.
10
yeah,
minutes?
we were all riding, big compound, and I was off in the back section of the tracks, and they had just turned around, and I was literally just about to turn around too, and when I crashed, silly crash too, I wasn't even hitting no jumps or anything. I was just riding through the rollers in the wood, like a whoop section. Was just cruising too, not going fast or nothing, but you know, when your mind's not on top of what you're doing and you're not fully focused and going, I feel like that's when that kind of stuff happens. Yeah, dude, I was probably yelling for about 10, 15 minutes. Thought I was
Dude, we
going to
were
die
literally-
out there.
So me and Casey.
Dude, if you would if the bone would have which
yeah,
I'll get back
coulda
to what I
died.
was saying when you guys are done, but
Dude, me and Casey literally just told Maz, we're like, all right, we're going to go load up. Like, we're tired. Go chill. And we go up there and we're talking to, like, Barry or Bobby or somebody. And we're just sitting there just bullshitting. And, like, probably 20 minutes goes by. And we're like, where's Maz? Like, I don't even hear anybody riding or anything. And then we're all, like, quiet for a second. And we just hear something like a real faint yell in the background.
didn't you say it sounded like a girl?
Dude, yeah, Barry goes, why does it sound like there's a girl yelling for help somewhere? And we're like, oh, shit, that's Maz. We, like, pull down there, and Barry's, like, rental car. And Maz is just laying there, like, in between these rollers, just, like,
Thank God they came. I finally could stop yelling.
yeah.
Dude,
That was bad. And then we just, like, somehow got you into the back of the rental car.
Just picked me up, put me in there, drove me to the hospital. They want to cut my boots off. I just bought them things, Alpine Stars Tech 10s. I know you guys know how much those cost. So I asked this
quick
guy.
quick $600 down the drain if they would
Well,
have cut
no.
them.
I was like, yo, you got to take these boots off, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I got you.
I pulled
No,
the good leg. I pulled that boot off perfect.
Yeah,
No
unbuckled
shit.
it and everything.
Obvious. Oh, you didn't unbuckle
He
the
didn't unbuckle the broken leg.
Dude, I was stressing so bad. I pulled the boot off of his good leg, like, perfect, unbuckled it, everything. I was like, whew, thank God I got the bad one off already. And then just yanked on the other one, dude.
You're a douche, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
sucked.
back to what I was saying though. Where was I at with that? Oh yeah. Hardest bone to break. Like I was like, wow, I don't want this to happen, right? Like doing research on it and shit, just trying to like see what he's dealing with, you know. And come Was that
It
September?
wasn't even that long later.
No,
maybe
Dad.
like 2
when did
months.
I do that? It was
2, 3
the
months.
last day in
It was
August.
yeah.
Last day in August. I go out for a warm up session in the Junior Cup, dude. And at the ridge, it's like misty in the morning and kind of foggy, and coming down the hill into 7. Even on a Junior Cup bike, you get going like 85, 90 in that little short shoot.
Just G out and splat.
And then no, dude, I didn't even get the chance to G out. I tucked the front over the crest of the hill. And just tumbled through the dirt. And, dude, there's no grass, it's all that dirt shit and
rocks. Probably.
Yeah, rocks. And I looked down and I was like, oh, man. Maybe I just dislocated my knee or something. And
that's what I was telling these guys too when they found me. I wasn't sure if it was the femur or if I just ripped my knee apart.
Right.
Couldn't tell.
And dude, it wasn't a dislocated knee. They knew the way that my leg was all disformed and shit. They knew that it was broken. I think the commentators had told my mom before she even knew. And get in the ambulance, go back, and then they're like, yeah, it's broken, whatever. And then I think I was in the hospital, and I probably still have the text somewhere, dude, because I don't delete them, but Maz was like, welcome to the club or something, text me if you need anything, and I was like, shit. But, dude, I don't know. I know that my leg was healed. I broke it 2 months after
you. You were healed before I was.
I was healed before Maz was, yeah.
So was that both of your guys' worst injuries?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, that's probably been my worst one. I've had a lot of injuries, but that was probably besides my arm, my forearm, I had the same problem with that. Went through multiple surgeries with that until it finally healed.
Yeah, but that's your arm,
Yeah, but I guess you're right, yeah.
You couldn't.
Dude, I had some lady, I think I was 7, 8 months in. I'd just gotten the news that I needed to go back in and get the second surgery because it wasn't healing.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady at the mall, I think it was, asked me. She thought I was special. She thought one of my legs was shorter than the other because of the way I was walking. And I had to sit her down and explain to her that
You sat her down and
no,
explained to her.
I'm not special, honey.
I'm special, but
We're all the same.
I'm special, but this is normal. Trust, dude.
She was praying for me. Dude, it was really strange.
Dude, I'm kind of curious right here.
He's tickled.
This Moto America, I was just scrolling through Anthony Mazziotto stuff, and this says Rodio Mazziotto take first wins of 2022 at the Ridge on day 1. But it's a picture of Matthew Skoltz on this track bike from this year. See that? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Pretty strange.
Super weird.
I don't know what to tell you.
So
So what's been your second worst injury? The femur's pretty gnarly. Your arm, I guess, would be the
My ankle.
ankle.
I dealt with the ankle problem for 8, 9 years of my life before I went and got that fixed. I had multiple different doctors telling me they wanted to fuse it, other doctors saying this and that. And, dude, for 8 years I just kept rolling my ankle and breaking it at least once or twice a year. And I finally went and got into a really good orthopedic, and they said that they'd be able to fix it by putting in some artificial tendons and joints. So I got 3 of these elastic rubber bands where they cut out the old joints and stuff, all tied in there, and pretty much reformed all the joints around my ankle. And
Gnarly.
it's been great since I've gotten that done.
That sounds like a kind of like a Campy procedure. If you heard about that one.
I haven't actually.
Dude, so apparently Campy broke his scaphoid so bad a few years ago, and then it just kept bothering him, and they had to take out a whole row of bones, and then they cut your muscle or something and roll it up and stick it where the bones were. So his wrist doesn't have bones right here on his right wrist. That's pretty crazy.
what?
Yeah, that's why Campy missed all of last season. They literally took out a whole row of bones apparently, 3 bones in his wrist.
God.
And then they cut the muscle here, roll it up, and then stick it where the bones were. That's how that was explained to me. Yeah, Ethan was telling me about it. It's pretty crazy.
What's going on with Gagne though?
I don't know. I've been hearing both sides of it. I've been hearing he's good to go for next year, and I've been also hearing, like, he's done forever. So who knows? But hopefully he's good.
I mean, I don't know. I've heard like a couple things about Gagne. I don't know who told me last weekend or whatever, but he he is more of like a race guy, you know what I mean? Like not really down for like testing and practice and all that stuff. Like he just wants to go race and make money, and that's it.
Who told you that?
Can't remember, dude.
I don't know, dude. I feel like Gagne he seems like a hippie. Like he's just happy riding in general. You know what I mean? Like moto, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
From the outside.
He's good on the dirt bike, right?
Just a good all-around motorcycle rider, right there.
I think he's the only guy to get like a national moto race and a road race.
That was at Utah, right?
Yeah, dude, that was sick. I think he finished like top 20. It's pretty good.
Damn. And he's a World Superbike guy. Raced in World Superbike.
And like
Kinda
4 or
been all
5 time
over.
national champ.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty crazy.
So I don't know. Since we're sitting here with Paasch and we didn't obviously do this yet, but what would you say? Let's get some positives and some negatives from your Superbike season this year.
Superbike season? Dude, there was quite a few ups and downs for sure. We did a little bit of everything, a little bit of dirt sampling at a couple races. Starting on the front row at New Jersey was pretty sick last race. Threw away a lot of good opportunities this year for sure. Where like I would be in a good position to have a strong result and make like a stupid mistake, but I think that's all part of the learning curve for Superbike for sure. Because dude, the class is so gnarly, and like this year there was, I don't know, 9-10 guys that were like strong every weekend. You know, like you have just an average day this year and you're 10th, 11th place. Whereas like a few years ago you had an average day, you were 5th or 6th. You know, like there's just such a deeper field this year, and like the front boys were always fast and always really close on time. So like even if you're a second off or 7/10 off, you were still 8th this year. Where like typically if you were within a second, you were on the front 2 rows. And like now, within a second, you're maybe row 3. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think the closest Superbike session this year was like one of the ones at Coda, I think.
Yeah, Coda was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like I remember looking and like the top 10 was like 8/10 apart or something.
And if you look at like race 1 and 2 at Jersey, like the conditions were kind of shitty, but dude, the like gap between everybody for almost the entire race was nothing. Like at one point there was probably 9 or 10 of us just in a group,
yeah.
like, or 11 of us in a group, like, and it was like nose to tail for like the first half of the race.
That was
definitely the closest racing of the season for sure.
And it was the closest that I think that was your record from distance to the leader.
Yeah, that was the closest one. Race 1 at Jersey would have been closer if I finished the race, but I didn't. And probably Ohio would have been closer than that, but I crashed in the first race at Ohio.
I know.
So
yeah,
that was my record. 12 seconds to the win. Seems like kind of a lot, which it is, but
dude, it seems like a lot, but
over 20 laps, it's less than.
Yeah, when you think about a Superbike race, dude, it's
just over half a second a lap.
Dude, I thought it was 23 laps at Jersey.
No,
it's 21.
It was 20 or 21.
Super Sport was 19.
And like the first half of the race, I was maybe 4 seconds off the lead, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you break that 12 seconds down, dude. You're like a half a second a lap.
Yeah, but then like there's some laps where it's more and some where it's less, right? So like I'll have some laps like I'll be maybe 2/10 off the fastest lap on that lap, and then the next lap it's maybe 5/10, 6/10, and then the next lap it's 2/10, and then the next lap it's a second. It's like it's hard to keep that consistency and not make the mistakes. Like those guys are going so fast, and they don't make mistakes. Where like for me, I'm riding on the limit, and I feel like it was just easier to make mistakes, and then you lose more time on certain laps, you know.
And like because I obviously had the whole summer off, so all I was doing was
eating tasty cakes.
Yeah, dude, just eating like shit and
staying up real late,
dude. And just when the Moto America weekend, like I was driving to Myrtle Beach, and I had like my computer set up like on the dash of my van, and I didn't miss a session, dude. And so like then I would go to like lap analysis and like track down like everybody's laps, you know, just like curious. And that was kind of like when I like looked more into Brandon a little bit, and I was like, Jesus, like he's got, I think it was from like lap 12 to the end, like he was on with the leaders of the like you were just on their lap times, you know what I mean, like the race pace. But it was like for the first 12, that's when they would put the time on you. It was like the first couple laps, dude, it would go from like 2 seconds or a second and a half a lap, then it would go like a second a lap, then it would go like half a second a lap, and then you were right on.
Yeah.
Like figuring out how to take like better advantage of the new tire.
Yeah, but then right at the end of the year, like then I started getting better starts and like staying at the front, and then fading at the end. It was like I never found like that perfect balance where like I could maintain the whole race
to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, I had not arguments with the boys over the season, but like
Different
conversations about being like, okay, well, is it better to be close at the start or at the end? And I would always say it's better to be close at the start, because then you can learn from those guys and be with them for the first half of the race. And if you fade at the end, you fade at the end. At least you can try and work on like tire longevity and like maybe your riding style to maintain the tire a little bit. But like if you're never there, like from the beginning, you're never going to have the chance to be there at the end. So,
dude, yeah, like,
you know who, hold on, because I do, there is an exception to this. If there's one guy I know that will make his way to the end every time, whether he's not there at the beginning or not, it's fucking Rocco Landers, dude. This guy could get the worst start ever, and somehow he'll figure out a way to make it to the front. He does it all the time. He might not make it all the way to the front, dude, but he's always closing the gap.
And that's kind of how Skoltz was in Supersport this year, and Fong in Superbike.
Well,
Fong's pretty good at
of-
closing out the races.
Speaking of
And that's hard.
Supersport. All right.
Oh, we're getting all kinds of controversial questions right now from Rich.
So Rich has 2 questions that I'm going to ask you guys.
I seen one of them. Something about Robum Engineering Aprilia.
Would you be leading the championship right now on a Robum Aprilia?
Okay, so first one is, would Maz be a Twins Cup championship contender on a Robum bike this year? I mean, dude, you were on a Robum bike at the end of 2022.
Yeah, but we didn't get a lot of time to like.
No,
use that
not a lot of
thing.
time,
Yeah.
and the suspension, in my opinion, wasn't the same. But what do you think, you got it, or?
Well, I don't think.
I mean, you did the lap times, like you were only like
I
a
think I
second
can
off.
run with you boys. I know I can run with you boys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna beat you every
Well,
weekend.
you put on
championship,
some
you
weight
never know.
since you retired, though.
That's just some extra traction back there, buddy.
Extra traction.
That's how I pull the hog.
Exercise. Maz
That's how
said
I-
extra fries.
That's how I pull the hog wheelies up. Need that weight.
Dude. All right. I'm just going to go right to the second one. Who's faster on equal machinery, Maz or Paasch?
Well, neither of
We've
us can
been-
answer that.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Dude, this has been a lingering question since as long as I've like been friends with both of you at the same time.
Who asked this?
I mean, we're both gonna
Rich.
think we're better
Rich
than the
asked
other
this.
one, obviously.
I wouldn't say
you gotta
that.
believe in yourself.
You
All right,
got
when's
it.
the last time you guys raced against each other? It's going to be in Super Sport when Maz was on a stock 600.
No, we raced Super Stock 1000 at Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And
But
he
that
had
was
the
my
whole
first
year.
ever time on a 1000 too. So it's like it's hard to
Wait,
even.
you did a 22.8?
I did a 22.
And you did a
I did either 22
22.3, I think.
flat or 22.3, somewhere around there.
All right. Well, in his defense, he was on the bike all year long, but never at Jersey. In your defense,
I rode it at
It-
Lightning though. I kept testing that thing at Lightning.
You rode
I
at
never,
Thunder. Oh no, it blew up at Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
right?
remember? I didn't ever get
blew
to
up-
ride
it
it
blew
at
up
Thunderbolt.
All right. And then
I mean, we should honestly, as competitors, though, we both should think that we're.
Well, here's the
like,
thing.
You know what I mean?
sometimes
I
it comes
know
down
now-
to so much more than that, though.
I know now that obviously Brandon has never taken time off. Brandon has just continued excelling through his career and learning year after year after year after year. I've taken some space away from racing, and my mind's been elsewhere at multiple times. Like, I've not had racing in my mind since we were kids. Like, I've taken the breaks and stuff. So I think now, where we're at right now, I think he's obviously the faster rider.
Like
at the
no
moment.
matter the machinery.
No
of
matter the
those.
machinery. He's been putting in the time. He's been putting in the laps. I think if we were on the equal bikes right now, he'd obviously beat me.
Now, go back to 2016 or 2015. Then it's a toss-up.
Well,
Depends on the day.
dude, I remember in 20, and you said you wanted to be real, so I'm gonna stay real. You asked for it, so and no, it's not that deep, but in 2015, you might know where I'm going with this, but obviously you guys hated each other, right? Which is pretty crazy. Literally, I think Maz was kind of a little bit of a baby about it, and and Brandon was kind of like, that guy that like douchebag, like doesn't care about you, like win or clean you out kind of thing. Like he wants to win, and you guys have been friends forever, but when you're on the track, like that doesn't matter, which that's fair, right? Like, but when you come off the track, you kind of have to go back to being like boys, but he kind of never did that, I feel like.
No.
Oh,
No.
Brandon pulled some extra dirty ones on me.
Yeah,
dude,
like,
so
dude, it
it's
was
like-
almost like, yo, you're my best friend, so like I'm gonna kill you here, like.
Yeah. Pretty much, honestly, like.
It was the swerving, dude. Honestly,
Dude.
nothing pissed me off more in the world than this guy. He'd fucking swerve down the straightaway 5 times.
The weaving, right?
There's no
Yeah,
way
the
to get
weaving.
around them. It's impossible to pass him if he's gonna
You have
swerve
to
down the whole
dude,
straightaway.
you have
on a 390, dude. We're going 90 mile an hour, but he's going across the straightaway 10 times.
I mean, all you had to do was lead out of that corner and then do it yourself.
I've let out of a couple corners.
Did you swerve?
I don't swerve like that because it's in the rule book, dude. That's like,
Clearly, this is still a touchy
no,
subject.
it's not a touchy subject. I'm just telling you what got me all set off. That's all.
That's just what
it was
got
the
me all
swerving. It was the
wired
swerving.
up.
It was the best one was Road America, just elbowing each
Yeah,
other.
dude,
and
I
then
wanted-
we both got beat.
Dude, you guys were slowing each other down
You're
so bad that
you're lucky,
Ashton just came flying by you guys, right?
Your lucky race control found me before I found you.
I thought you guys fought behind someone's RV at Jersey.
No, but we definitely had an argument for sure.
You guys never
we
fought
had
each other?
Probably a couple
No,
arguments.
we've never hit each other or nothing.
Damn,
but
so
we've
you were
yelled.
lying.
We took it pretty
Definitely
far,
yelled at
but
each
not
other.
that far.
Well,
Remember,
so
we had like a big disagreement at OVRP one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
fucking
there
guy-
for that.
Ran you
He's
off the
riding
track
a
on a 150 or
CRF
something.
150R,
I was there for that. You were
and I'm
crying.
riding a CRF 100.
You cried.
But he ran me into the barriers at a mini GP event.
Dude, this was like we had a race the next weekend.
I know,
Like,
I
KTM
know.
race.
I was there, dude. You came in the RV with me and Kev, and you cried after
Nate Dogg
that.
had to sit
I
us both
remember
down
that.
and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you
Just
two
a bit
idiots."
disappointed, bro, in my
You were
best
like-
friend's decisions. Like,
Taking
goddamn.
me out, and I got a race next weekend, and I could have broke my arm. Like,
Hey, to
dude.
be fair though, that weekend too, I was getting egged on hard by Scott Stump, like bad, dude.
That's the guy,
He would
too.
be like-
Yeah,
He's
just
the
to
guy.
get-
He just kept egging me on. He was like, "You need to just go mess with Maz. Go plow him down." Like he just kept telling me to like mess with you, and I was like, "All right, watch this." And I would just go out and just run you off the track or like
Yo.
mow you into the barriers.
It's pretty crazy.
Artie
It's pretty
said,
crazy.
I thought Maz was going to kill him at Road America.
Yeah, that Artie was there for
Bro,
that.
what was your so that weekend? I know like that year you had like a lot of crazy like bonus things that like that dude Jimmy would put up for you. What were you gonna win if you won the races at Road America?
King Ranch, right?
It was like a
No.
zero turn lawnmower or something.
No, it wasn't anything for the race. That was for a championship.
Championship was the
Yeah.
King Ranch.
Yeah, it was a truck. Would have
Yeah.
got a truck.
Dude,
But
I thought there was one you
I
were supposed to
would've-
get a zero turn
I would
lawnmower.
have never, ever gotten that truck anyway because that guy disappeared like halfway through the year.
Nah,
Well,
shit
neither of
happens.
us got a truck. How about that?
I ain't heard a word from him since 2015.
That's
It's
crazy.
pretty crazy.
Didn't you got like a Segway, right?
I do. I
Yo,
don't-
you still have that.
I do. I need to get batteries for it. I
Wait,
brought
you
it
still
up.
have
I
that?
brought it up to
Yo.
Nate. I brought it up to Nathan's house. He was
Yeah, I
gonna
remember
try and
that.
get me batteries for it, but he couldn't. He couldn't source it.
Nate Dogg couldn't get it done. But dude, I remember when so like obviously, like how in developments like with the sidewalk and the driveway, like there's a little like ramp up. And
know
I remember
exactly where this is going.
I remember Maz was like trying to jump the Segway as far like dude, there was like his driveway
we
had
were
like
long jumping the driveway on the Segway.
his driveway had like the lines in it for like where the concrete seamed up and everything. And he was like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna make it to this line." and he like made it, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna make it to this line, and he tried to make it. Dude, I think it was
I
like
hit it wide open, dude. I came into
Yeah,
the driveway at
like
full
30
speed.
mile an hour on the Segway. Like it's like a Paul Blart Segway, like not like your like
Got the quad tires on it. the
yeah,
big
yeah,
one,
not
the
like
off-road one.
your normal like hoverboard or anything. Like it's literally full size. We put Pro Taper handlebars on it off my 50, and it had full size tires on it. Thing probably weighed like what, like
It's
200
heavy.
pounds?
No, dude, that thing's like 300 pounds. That Segway. It's
300
heavy.
pounds.
300 pounds? Do you think?
That's like half of your Harley, dude. That's heavier than a. Well, I guess
heavier than
You
a
might be
Ninja.
right. It's maybe it's
battery.
like 200 pounds.
it was just awkward
You-
to pick up. That's why.
You have to have 2 people to pick it up and put it in a truck. It's
Right.
Big
So
unit.
basically, some sensor or something, right? Like it stopped it when you got in the
No.
air or
I
something.
just when I landed, I was leaning forward really far still.
so
when-
you just took
I
off.
fell off the back of that thing, and the Segway went straight into my garage.
Yeah.
Yo, you remember when Caleb DeCarroll had those 2 Segways at NGMP and I ran my leg over
Yo,
with
I
one
do
of
remember. That was the first time I ever rode a Segway.
them? We were both riding around, and for some reason I stuck my leg in front of it, and I was still going
He
forward,
sucked
dude.
himself right
Dude,
off.
I literally ran myself over.
Hey yo.
And then,
Dude.
literally, dude, just sucked myself off right there in the parking lot.
There we go. Okay.
It was out of control, dude. The best ending to a Segway ride I've ever had.
The happy ending on the Segway sucked himself off. So
Didn't even cost them any extra money.
That was free.
Shit, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so you remember when we were riding around, you were on the Sierra, you were on your old 100, and you were doing a seat stander wheelie like back by the turf
Dude,
farms.
I remember this too.
And dude was doing a fourth gear,
Fifth gear.
fifth gear seat stander. So what, like 50 mile an hour or
No,
something?
CR 100. We were probably going like 30, but still.
Fifth gear, 30 mile an hour.
Yeah, because I'm at the balance point, and I'm just using
Alright,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom,
we'll roll
bottom
with it.
end.
We'll
But
roll with it, but he loops off the back of it.
Still not good, dude. That shit tore me
loops off
up.
the back of it, dude. Did you even have a helmet on?
I didn't have. I don't know.
You had
I
I
had like sandals on, dude.
Yeah.
My knees, my hands, they were
Dude.
bad.
Straight down to his hands and knees, and just got destroyed.
On the topic of destroying things, do you remember jumping the train tracks a few times over here?
What,
The ones like on the way to Gus's house from your house?
dude?
We launched your old Colorado over those
we?
for sure.
I don't
Yo,
even
remember the
And
first
your
time your mom
Mercedes
picked
I
me
do
up?
Sprinter.
remember that.
Dude, I was drinking like a milkshake or something, and Maz's mom picked me up.
I
and
told her, so you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down.
Dude. He's like, you gotta slow down for this. And she just goes full speed over the railroad tracks, dude, and I took the straw like to the mouth. Shit hurts so bad.
You also took a trampoline to the face doing like a double backflip
Yo.
or something that one
I
time.
was
Double
just
fronty.
talking about this yesterday.
Double back or double fronty it was? I don't remember what
It was a double fronty, but I don't even think I got to like 3/4 of the front of the first
He
front.
made 1 1/4 right to the base.
Yeah, I made. Dude, Maz was like, do them in the foam pit. Like, if you're landing them in the foam pit, like, you can totally do it. Was I landing them in the foam pit?
Yeah, you were getting 2 and a quarter away around into the foam pit.
Yeah, so I was rotating like twice into the foam pit, and then I took it to the actual trampoline, and like, dude, there was like a crowd of people around, and Maz is like, he's going for the double front flip. I was like, what was I, like 10 years
Dude,
old?
yeah, you were young. Maybe
yeah,
12.
You were young.
Yeah, so there was like this whole crowd, and like, I swear, like, dude, my vision went like black. I was so hyped up from everyone like standing around, dude. And they were all like I knew I had to do it because everyone was there at that point. Like, you know, usually you just like bitch out, but I went for it.
Maybe you.
I went for it, dude, and just took the mat right to the face and like cut a hole through my lip and gave myself a concussion. And I remember I went to the hospital and threw up all over the hospital bathroom. And I don't know if I got stitches in my lip or not. It was terrible. It was pretty shitty.
Maz used to send it pretty hard back in the day, honestly. There was a lot
Yeah.
of sending from Maz back when we were younger.
Seizure.
Just like to get Sendy.
Incline Club.
Dude, remember when you jumped the Zuma scooter and blew the foot pegs off of it?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Jumping the doubles in the backyard that we wouldn't even hit on the pit bike, the big one.
Or the pipe at Clayton's.
The pipe, yeah, I rode the pipe at Clayton. I don't know, a lot of people have done that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the sand pit up at Clayton's, but they got this, like, I don't know, what do you think it is, like a foot wide
Dude, yeah, maybe max.
Foot wide pipe sticking out of the ground. Probably goes up like 8-9 feet. And I rode all the way up to the top of that thing and jumped off the end of it. Seen
Yeah,
like
that's
a couple
pretty
videos, like Jesse Pierce doing it, a couple other guys, but I've not seen a whole lot of people do it.
No. I wonder if that's still there. We should go run that back.
No, remember I tried to do it on the Cowie and I only made it like halfway.
Yeah.
And I,
But the
like,
first time you were on
bored.
that, like 150, right? The
Yeah, my KTM.
Yo, Nat says Nat wants to know if I remembered jumping over the railroad tracks in her trunk, but I think that was when it was like me, you, and Nat in her car. Remember when I was in the trunk?
That wasn't the day we got a flat, right?
I don't think so. How do I get this up a little bit here? All right.
Maz sent
Yeah,
those
no, I
train
don't
tracks in
remember.
that. Remember that red Sprinter van you had? I
Dude,
remember you
when
jumped those
rolled
once.
when you almost rolled the red.
I almost rolled the red Sprinter, dude.
And then Gus broke your
windshield.
Yeah.
windshield.
Because I wouldn't take you to get a McDonald's fucking milkshake.
Well, yeah, dude, I wanted it bad. Clearly. Dude, I didn't think that my phone was gonna break the
In his
windshield.
defense, he really didn't throw it that hard. He like threw it in like
Dude, I
disgust
just,
up
like-
onto the dash.
I just like took my phone and just like
and it just hit
chucked
it in the
it
right
up there,
spot.
like had a case on it and everything, and my phone was fine.
I know it must have just
And
hit it
the
in the right
windshield
spot.
cracked.
We got the whole crew in here. No, not the flat day. And then Casey said, "Oh no, not the flat."
Dude.
I don't know if Casey was definitely with us for that. I don't even know if you were with us, honestly.
Nah, I wasn't with you guys.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't.
you most certainly weren't.
Yeah, you definitely weren't with us.
Dude, yeah, there's a lot of like
Me and Mass have a lot of stories that we cannot talk about right now. Remember that night we played rock paper scissors? Who's gonna drive us home in the pouring rain? Dude,
I don't even think either of us even had a license.
yeah, I don't think so either. Honestly, I might have had my permit, maybe.
Yo, I remember like when I first started hanging out with Maz, you still didn't have your license, your driver's
No,
license.
yeah, and I would drive.
And no, your grandma would drop you
My
off.
grandma would drive me down here, and then that winter with no license, dude, I was staying in Florida, just driving all over Florida with no driver's
Yeah, you were
license.
staying at Bushnell in that camper,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Dude, just ripping every day.
Dude, can
It's
we
crazy.
get some like questions going in here or what? Something. Ryan said I'm pretty sure Ryan said
Hey,
that
since
it was
Casey's
awesome.
watching this right now, we should all give our favorite Casey Tobolewski story.
Casey 27.
2749.
Casey's story?
Favorite Casey story.
Yeah, favorite Casey
Dude,
story.
I'll
me,
start
me and
off.
Casey
Yeah,
really have a
Maz has
love-hate.
probably a pretty good one.
Nah, it's not
love-hate
even.
relationship.
The first time I ever met Casey, I remember we were doing mini GP, and I hung out with him like in the paddock a couple times. Wasn't like super friendly yet, but I remember asking my dad, like, I thought he was a girl. I swear to God, I thought Casey was a girl just because of his name. Like, I just never met another boy like named Casey before.
How old were you?
We were like 8. He was probably 9 or 10.
And you had never met another boy named Casey?
Well, I had a feeling he wasn't like a girl because he had a buzz cut, but I don't know.
I don't know nowadays though, dude. You know.
So was that was...
Oh,
that's-
wait.
was that
We
the whole
got
story?
Nate
I just
here.
thought I needed to share that.
I thought you were about to bring up the taco story or
The
something.
taco story? No, that's
That's
an
probably not a
in-house.
good- yeah, that's probably not a good one.
in-house.
How about when you guys drove the taco to Florida? You guys were sleeping in the taco.
Oh, yeah. That was great. The Taco Inn. The Taco Inn.
That trip was insane. Remember that? Like we all got in a fight before we all left. Like
Yeah. Oh,
me and Casey.
You and Casey got into a fight before we left.
Nate Dogg's talking about that one time he had to break us up because he thought we were gonna kill each other. I'm assuming he's talking about the OVRP deal.
Probably.
That's so funny.
I don't know when I met Casey for the first time. I have no idea. Remember the last summer when you guys were trying to get me in the pool and I took down both you at once?
Who? Me and Casey.
You and Casey, and I was like 100
No.
120
I honestly, I don't think that actually happened.
I have it
to
on
be honest
video
with
if you
you.
want me to bring it up.
Yeah, actually, please refresh my memory on this.
Okay. I'll
There's
bring up
no
the
way
video.
you took me and Casey down at the same time. What are you talking about?
I
You
did, dude.
No, you didn't.
Well, like you guys were trying to get me in the pool.
Yeah,
And-
you didn't put us on the floor. You just didn't go in the pool.
I think I took you down to the floor with me though.
Dude, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
I'll bring it up right now. If I could.
Should we wrestle on Facebook Live right now? All three of us?
Dude. You know where I'm going, don't you, bro? When
I
was
used to put Gus in all kinds of wrestling moves.
when I was just a kid,
No Diddy.
when I was just like, I don't know, 9 years old, this guy would put me in
Spladle.
Spladle. That's what it's called.
A spladle.
Yeah, dude. And
If any of
I
you
would
guys
cry,
wrestle,
bro.
yeah, you know what a spladle is.
Dude, I would cry. I would scream like a bitch. Nothing saved me, dude. Nothing. Except for that one time your mom came up.
Yeah, she thought I was killing you or something.
Bro, because you were like splitting my legs apart.
What? Wait. Rewind. Pause.
All right, so
rewind.
we were in Maz's room, right? And it wasn't just us, bro.
Maz
There
was
was
splitting your legs apart. And
there was someone else.
Dude, what?
And I don't know, dude. Like, he used to just try and show off all the time. Like, no, like, dude, it could be like the most random person, like, in the room, and he's like, "Oh, like, watch this guy cry like a bitch." and he put like, dude, I couldn't run away. I would try, but like I couldn't.
You got diddled.
And
this is crazy,
dude. And like, oh my god, that shit hurt so bad, dude.
Spladle.
Like, just looking back at it, you want to demonstrate with Brandon?
I could put you back in one again for good time, for good measure.
I don't know if you could get me into that now.
I think we should try it. Let's see. Gus and Maz are going at it round 2.
Nah, dude. I mean, I would, but I don't think you could do it.
Gus about to get split open again.
Gus knows I can get him in a spladle.
Well, dude, because Maz will like ambush you like a brown bear, dude.
Oh yeah, like when you jumped on Casey's back in Orlando. Remember that?
Wait, I'm supposed to be trying to find this video.
You don't remember that, dude? We left like this Airbnb when Casey we
Oh,
were like feeding
yeah.
that cat. That cat was drinking some of Casey's brewski, and when we went to leave, it was like pouring rain.
Yeah, I do remember this
And
now.
you like jumped on Casey's back. Dude, that was so funny.
Wait, this was last summer?
It's actually kind of hilarious how many arguments we all get in, and then we all just drop it. Like,
We're
Dude,
guys.
remember-
That's how guys work.
Yo, who
Yeah.
were we just telling this story to? Remember when you blocked me on everything? You were so mad because I posted that video of me riding in front of you.
dude, yeah, I don't even remember that, but I do
Dude,
know
he
I've
got
been mad at you a
so
lot.
mad. He got so, dude. I brought up a text the other day, and since this is unfiltered, you know what I'm talking about.
Honestly,
The one
I
I
don't
sent you
remember.
on Snap, dude. It was like a text from Brandon. He was like, "Yo, I'm done talking to you."
Bro, you used to
And-
get under my skin so
Dude,
bad all the
and
time.
He was just like, "Yo,
I'm glad someone could do it back in favor for all
Yeah.
the times you've done it to me.
bro."
Dude,
It was
Gus was
literally
the most
like,
annoying person ever.
and
for,
now
like, 2
I can't
years.
get rid of him, dude. Like, he's always calling my phone
Yep.
all the time.
Steady calling my phone.
Bus- Like, he thinks we're business partners. Or
We are,
something.
what, dude?
Nah,
we shook on
yeah,
it.
we did.
We autographed the same piece of paper. We're business partners.
I mean, we autographed the same piece of paper a really long time ago.
so
yeah,
maybe
dude,
all
remember
three. Technically, all three of us are business partners then.
Maz can't get a cut on it though. Sorry.
Yeah, no cut.
That's
Y-
okay.
Well, I don't know.
I'll
Maybe
take
we
my
might need
own.
to cut a little something out for Maz.
Oh, dude, I found the video. I'll let you guys review the footage first. Dude,
Yeah, we
I'm
were
not
just trying
going
to throw
down
you-
without a fight though.
we were just
dude.
trying to throw him into the pool.
Dude, there's two of
and
you.
he was grabbing
and,
both of our heads.
Hey yo.
Mind you, there was a couple drinks.
See, look, I came back for Brandon around. I wasn't done. Look, there he goes, Brandon
Yeah,
on
dude,
the
I was
floor.
on top of you.
On the floor.
I was on
no.
top of you.
I don't know if that counts.
Yo,
dude.
wait.
I
Yo,
also
Kev,
kind of
can
looked
we
like I
get
tripped.
this? Kev, can we get this camera
It looked
that's
like
next to me?
it honestly looked like you pulled yourself down to the floor.
Dude, come on.
What do you think? It
I don't
looked like
know.
you and Casey were like.
It
on
looked like
your
I was
knees.
kind of drunk, honestly,
Looked like y'all were on your knees.
or drinking or something.
Gus was the one down on the floor.
Gus was on the floor. I was on top of him.
Who's ringing me? Yeah, that's a good question. How much longer?
I don't know. What are you feeling?
I am.
So the one in the flannel. Well, we're both in flannels, but the one that you see in the foreground is Casey, and then that's.
I come back for Brandon.
I'm just trying to duck out of his head right there. Boom, he's on the floor, and I
That's
was on
Gus?
top of him.
That's Gus. Oh, you're on your back
Gus,
on the
you're
ground.
the one that was on the floor. What are you talking about?
Dude, no, I wasn't. I was on the floor.
He's arguing the footage.
Dude,
I was on top of you on the ground.
dude, but you didn't get me on the floor.
My knee was in your back.
I knew that if I was going down on the floor, then you were coming with me. So there's that.
I don't know what that just proved, other than
Dude, you guys
You-
couldn't handle me. That's it.
All right, we're gonna let him have that one. Sure. We
Yep. Shout out
we
to
can't
my
handle you.
Frog socks.
It's
We're
8:30.
gonna zoom in on the frog socks.
It's 8:30. Maybe we should do like one or two more questions and then wrap this
Yeah,
up.
get like what
Get
we
it
did
wrapped
the other
up. We
night.
we got a lot of work to do tonight.
What?
And tomorrow night. Yeah.
ASMR.
Yeah, we're getting.
What?
We're gonna go erect some buildings tonight with Maz.
Oh, that's right.
Skyscrapers.
Some skyscraper. Yeah, just tonight. We're gonna get it all done tonight.
Probably the size of like the Empire State, something like
If
that.
you boys, actually, since Kyle said this, that's actually really cool because I was gonna ask.
Kyle?
This.
Casey said this being live is scary. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. If you boys could get a ride in any class in any series in the world, what would it be? And don't be lame and say MotoGP.
That wasn't in a car. That was in the RV.
Oh, the cigarette lighter in the RV.
Yeah, I had no idea what a cigarette lighter, dude. I was like 9, 10 years old, maybe. I pushed it in, it started glowing red, and I stuck my thumb right on that thing.
Not the sharpest.
Not the sharpest.
So we're saying like what series we would want to race in and why?
What seat? I think he's saying.
Oh,
if you
like
boys
what
could get a
team?
ride. Oh no, he's saying ride in any class. No, he's not saying team.
My dream is still to ride a Moto 2 bike, dude. I've always wanted to ride a Moto 2 bike really bad. Even if I wasn't racing it, I just want to spin some laps somewhere on a proper Moto 2 bike.
I don't think it'd be good enough for you, Maz. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably a super bike around like Cadwell Park or something. Just like launch the jump on a super bike. I feel like that would be so fun.
You've ridden the super sport bike there, right?
Yeah, that was sick. Honestly, the super sport bike around there was like pretty much felt like a 450 on a kart track kind of deal. It was like you could throw the thing around the track, super narrow, super technical, just like super fun to ride. And I think with the extra power, it might be kind of sweet. I don't know, or deadly.
What about? Oh wait, it's on me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep,
What's
your
your
turn.
dream motorcycle setup?
Probably. Let's see.
There's not a whole lot of them.
Yeah, there is, dude. I mean, you could
There's
go
a
like.
billion tracks though.
Oh, a track too?
Oh wait, we're doing a track too.
I don't know. I just name dropped a track that I'd love to ride. I guess. I
Oh,
don't
on
know.
a certain bike. I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
Super bike at Cadwell.
Yeah, I guess if we're talking like the video game, Cadwell's super thin though.
Yeah, it's so tight.
So. Anyway, I don't know if I would want to ride a super bike there. No electronics, no nothing. Super thin track.
It would be absolutely gnarly. A super bike at Cadwell.
Dude, I don't know what I'd do.
Or we could go the complete opposite route. Super bike at Thruxton, which is
I
where
would like to ride an MT10 at Cadwell.
that would be sick with the upright
actually.
bars.
Yes. What were you saying?
Super bike at Thruxton is basically like the opposite of Cadwell. Like the track's pretty much like not wide open, but it's very fast and super wide. And it's basically like a big right circle with like a couple chicanes in it.
That's what I heard, yeah. On the
and that
Moto 3 bike, right? It's fast.
Yeah, but I'd like to go there on like a super bike, because that race is always good there. Like the actual racing itself is always so good. Like there's never any gaps. It was almost like pretty much like how New Jersey was for the first half of the race in Superbike this past round. Where like it's just a massive pack and it's just super bikes everywhere, like 3-4 wide all the way around the track, just killing the tires, spinning the thing sideways, wide open. It just looks sick.
Moto 2 at Portugal, by the way.
That'd be sick.
That would be my dream.
What's that track called?
Portimao?
Yeah.
Portimao.
Whenever we would play Ride 4, that was like my track. Love that
Track's
track.
sweet.
Yeah, it's that's where they jump.
Well,
On the cooldown lap. Yeah, super cool. You would ride it on a Moto 2 bike? I would like to ride that track on like a World Superbike.
That would be sick. I rode Estoril, which is the other track in Portugal, on a Moto 3, and that place was pretty rad too, but
Yeah.
the other track looks way better.
Yeah.
Portimao.
It's also the Italian track, dude. I also really want
Imola?
Imola,
With
yeah.
the
or
with
Senna.
the Italian curbing.
Yeah.
Senna died, yeah.
Can you use that
don't know.
I
curbing?
think that's where Senna died.
Can't see you.
Well, they have so like in that final chicane, they've got like those plastic yellow marker things that stick up.
Yeah, I want to
They
ride
just
that track
Top Rack
too.
just
That
be
track
running them
looks-
over.
That track looks cool too.
That super tight chicane.
They
last
did
chicane.
the Trofeo Cup there when the Americans went. Yeah.
Max went there.
Dude, that place looks rowdy.
Yeah, Max Toth was there. He posted that video of him sliding into the chicane with the yellow
Pretty sick.
poles up. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Like, what are they there for though? Anything? Or no?
Cars probably.
Probably cars. Yeah, and so you don't cut the track, I would assume.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but they be running.
But yeah,
those
Top
things
Rack
over.
was running
Full
them over.
lean.
Yeah, full lean, sideways, just plowing those things down. It's kind of crazy.
Damn, dude.
We got another question.
Yeah, no, I think
Pick a
we're
good
gonna wrap
one.
it up.
Yeah, pick a
I
good
mean,
one.
what's
You said
that?
2 questions, right? 2 more questions. That was 1. Yeah, pick one more good one.
Oh, would you guys like to have multiple tire brands
Yes,
in like in Moto America? That's what he's saying.
I think that would be cool.
I think
I mean, I've only ever ridden on Dunlops. So.
I've ridden on them both, and I've ridden on Dunlop more, so I'm gonna be a little more biased. But my generalized opinion, right, is you got all the guys riding the same tire. You're gonna get the fastest guy. Right, like you're proving who's gonna be the better rider because everyone's on the same exact,
Yeah, I
almost
could
like the
see
same
that.
exact equipment. I think there should be more of like a spec, not like super like spec, right? Because obviously you want like more manufacturers and stuff in the series, but I think they should make the spec way more like equal and like filed down, so that way everyone's like racing a little bit tighter and there's not like
Yeah,
a
I
big
mean,
gap
dude,
in
if-
performances.
In
'Cause
theory,
one
that's how
team's got more
Super
money
Stock
and-
1000 should be in theory, right? Like that class is definitely more
like
meant
Stock
to be
6. That was the perfect class.
Stock 6. Apparently,
Right, that is the perfect class, and because when you think about like tire
It was cheap.
strategy, like
It cost half the money to run Stock 6 than it would for Super Sport.
yeah, but like you got totally different like bikes on the grid.
Dude,
Like
honestly-
Superbike, dude, you have a Ducati out there, and you have a Suzuki JSXR 1000.
and the Ducati comes from the factory with 230 horsepower.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, dude,
the Suzuki probably
that's
doesn't.
such like a toss up there. Like, who cares? Just run whatever tires you want because they're already like not even comparable, you know.
I don't know. I think from what I've been hearing, eventually we're supposed to get another Stock 600 class, I guess.
Next
Like,
2025 or 6.
Apparently Superbike class is gone.
Junior.
And then
Junior class.
Super Sport's going to become Superbike apparently, and then there's supposed to be a Stock 600 class. I think they should leave stock suspension too. That would be that would be
Stock,
sick.
everything.
And street
you get,
tires.
You,
get Q5s.
Foot pegs and clip-ons. Stock pipe,
Yeah.
stock ECU.
Yeah, I agree. That would be sick.
Foot pegs and clip-ons.
Foot
Yeah,
pegs and
and-
clip-ons.
and bodywork.
And bodywork,
You're gonna be
obviously.
dragging the shit out of the exhaust, out of the cab.
But yeah, maybe an exhaust, bodywork, rear sets,
Yeah, but
clip-ons,
everyone's
done.
got to be on the same exhaust.
All right.
I don't know. I think
That's a
like stock
stretch.
suspension and like Dunlop
Like,
Q5s and just let everybody rip.
Akrapovic needs to sponsor that series, and everyone's got to run an
Dude, they should just do a
bike.
CBR 600 Cup.
Who the hell would want to ride that?
What do you mean? that would be amazing. That'll show like where the real talent's at. See, it's like
You make a point, but it could be we could pick a better
Dude, you
motorcycle
literally-
to start with.
you literally raced in the KTM Cup.
Yeah, that
on
thing was the
Alpha
worst. That was the
13s,
worst.
That was the
bike.
best bike we've ever ridden. What do you mean? The tires were sweet too. They were real good.
You strapped a lawnmower blade to the bottom, and I think you got yourself a fresh new mower.
What?
Yeah, what?
It's about as fast as a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah, that thing was kind of a turd, huh?
Dude,
It's crazy, dude. We were like 7 seconds a lap slower than what they do in Junior Cup now.
Yeah, what we qualified at 34 or 35 at NJMP.
I thought it was even slower than that.
It was a 34 or 35.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
5
want to
seconds.
say one of you
4 or
guys
5
did a
seconds.
33.
I think I did like a 33 after the races. I put Metzler's on.
Well, actually,
Yes, that's what it was.
I think I qualified on pole for every race that year.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Just
Besides
oh,
maybe one.
Yeah,
in the
remember
KTM Cup.
when you
I don't
just
know,
couldn't pull
really?
it together for a race though? Like championship was on the line and you were like running off here, running off there.
Dude, you did run off the track like 3
yeah,
times or
dude.
something.
I remember watching you, dude. I was
I don't
was
even want to make an
mad-
excuse right now. I don't. But I was having a lot of transmission problems
Clutch
that weekend.
issues,
and
right?
clutch issues that weekend.
And then
I
guy
kept
just
trying
does
to
a
grab,
burnout till the bike shuts off
kept
afterwards.
trying to grab downshifts, and I just get stuck in like top gear.
Well, guess what, dude? I was the biggest Anthony Mazziotto fan on the planet. Like, I hated Brandon just because you did, bro.
Yeah.
And
Sick.
when I saw you, dude, I remember the helmet. I remember everything from that weekend. You were wearing that like purple and fluorescent yellow, like that sick
Scott
Russell helmet.
Yeah, 'cause I was racing the 600 too that weekend.
Yep.
My first time.
And you were
riding
wearing
stock
that
six.
all black Tai Chi, dude. And I remember looking for that helmet, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, dude, he's in the dirt." Next race, God, he's in the dirt again, and like I was like just sick, dude.
Yeah, how do you think I felt?
I was just sick.
Yeah, you weren't stoked for me. That's cool. Love you too,
I didn't
buddy.
give a shit about you back then.
Still don't.
Dude, back then it was like, oh yeah, my point earlier was like, dude, like I remember this one time we were sitting in Maz's garage. It was like me, him, and I don't remember who else, and we were talking about Brandon, and I remember like we got to like talking about liking posts on Instagram. Remember that? And you were like, why are you out here supporting him and
Supporting the competition
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah. He was like, why are you out here supporting the competition and liking his post, bro? And I was like, I swear I don't like Brandon's posts. And I went through his posts real quick, dude. Unlike. And then I was like, look, dude, I don't like any of his posts. Yeah, that was shitty, bro.
And
That
here
was
we
shitty.
are.
And then he won the championship, and it was like, well, what now? Like, what do we do
I don't
now?
like that post.
I was like, slowly turned into a Brandon fan.
Yeah, Gus forgot all about me after that.
And
Yeah.
now I'm just like all over
He's
the
a front
place.
runner. Loves to go with the winner. What a guy.
Bandwagon.
Bandwagoner.
Bandwagoneer.
And then me and Maz went over there and tore it up in Holland.
Yeah. that was
Remember
pretty
Ashton
cool.
Yates bought that bicycle and then it got like stolen back from him or some shit.
I don't.
He like we were like out in Amsterdam, and I think we were together, and Ashton was apparently like with his dad or something, and bought a bicycle from some random guy on the road, and then apparently just like
Got it stolen back
Yeah,
after the
apparently-
first place he rode it.
yeah, apparently he like rode it to somewhere, got off of it, and the same guy stole it back. Apparently.
Guy
And he was
pulled
just
that trick on 10 people that
yeah,
day.
probably, bro. That dude was making bank.
With the same bike,
Dude,
too.
with the same bike, same dude.
same
just
bike
ripping him
every
off.
time.
We have to get Ashton on here to like fully explain that because
Dude,
you know how Ashton
I
speaks?
would kill to have
Dude,
Ashton
dude,
on here.
hilarious. Actually hilarious. That guy is insane. All right.
If
All
you
right,
could
boys.
give wait, last question, and then we're free.
And then we're free.
It's Kyle again, so you gotta, dude. That's
Mullet Man?
yeah, that's your guy.
All right,
You gotta
all
respect
right.
it.
Kyle's in here. We're on.
Here's a good one. If you guys could give Brandon some payback, what corner and what track would you do it in?
Turn 4 at Summit.
You dick.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
What, do you want to kill me?
Pretty much, obviously.
Wow. That's insane.
Shit, me personally, I don't know, dude.
Hit him again for turn 12 at Jersey.
Third time's a charm.
No, I would probably like take it off the track in more like highway business.
Dude, just plow me into
He'd
the
get you
guardrail. on the
200
highway.
mile an hour. Yeah, no
Yeah.
runoff room or nothing.
Yeah, I would
Plenty of
wind
cars
up
to run
for
you
that.
over after.
That'd be so sick.
Run him into the trailer. Run him into Casey. We'll find Casey. Bring
Yeah, run me into
shipping
into his
containers.
truck. Dude, that's so nice to find out that I just have the best friends ever. You guys wish me nothing but success, and I appreciate
Well,
it.
what do they say? Who needs enemies when you have friends like these?
Yeah, exactly. My friends suck.
I mean, if we're
Just
being
kidding. I'm
real
just
though,
kidding.
yeah, like there was.
What other friends
Brandon
would you
was-
have if it wasn't
yeah.
for us?
Dude, I have no other friends really other than you two idiots, so we'll put up with it for now.
All right, well,
Uh,
should we call that?
We can call it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some funny stuff.
Got some
so-
hard work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, there was some funny shit.
Hey, well, for the people still watching, I still have some of these full factory teas, which is kind of ironic because I don't even know if I'm still factory. We have the cherry tea and a couple other teas left over, so hit the DMs. We'll get you guys some orders. I'm leaving on Thursday for England, so orders before Thursday going out. And thanks to the boys. Thanks for Maz for coming on and Gus
yeah.
for
Fire
and Kev
up
Dog
that-
for giving us this space to
Fire up that Alpha Omega merch too, boys, while you're at it, while you're on the BP website.
use Maz's code, make him some money.
What's your code, Maz?
I don't have a code. I just like doing Patrick good business.
That is sick,
What a dog.
dude.
Guy doesn't race anymore, but he's still throwing sponsor plugs, and we love to see that. We love it.
All right. Last question though, Maz. You see yourself racing again in the future or no?
Yeah, I definitely can still see myself doing some races, and if the right opportunity pops up, who knows? I could come back and do it for full time. I'd like actually.
Would you quit your day job to go race for 1 year?
Would I have to quit it?
Yep.
What
Dude,
if it's perfect opportunity?
No, like this
factory
is like
ride with a
factory
paycheck.
ride with
I
a
could
paycheck.
see. I
like
could see.
90 G's for the year, but
you have to win the championship, or you never race again.
I could quit my job if I
For
could
1
come
year.
back in for a full, legit, ready to win program.
Rin,
Win.
bro. But what happens if you don't win and then
And then you don't have your job.
Then you don't have your job. You don't have nothing. You're
It's worth the
broke
risk,
and-
bro. It's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream you chase.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I'll
How much
spill
for the year would it
beans.
take? How much for the year?
How much would it just honestly, if I could make what I make at my job, or just honestly not spend a whole bunch of money, I would try and figure out how to make it happen again.
He just went from making money to going.
As long as I
Well, as long as I don't have to
spend
spend
that
a whole bunch of money.
As long as
dude.
I don't have to spend everything
So,
I have.
We can get this guy back off the couch and get him back to the track for sure.
All right.
I want to race a bagger, guys. I'm a newfound Harley lover.
I could totally see you on a bagger. I mean, you're like the pale version of Bobby Fong. Kind of.
Screaming Eagle.
I don't know. Maybe the shorter version of Gagne.
Nah, like with the tattoos and everything. You're like the taller version of PJ
No, dude.
with light features. I don't know.
No, you're the younger version of your dad.
Yeah,
Regardless
with
of-
tattoos.
Regardless of what I do next year, though, I really would like to maybe try and race VIR.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be sick. Get Maz back to the track.
Maybe out of the 12 people that are... Wait, how many people
Yeah,
did
maybe
we have
there's
come
like
through here?
maybe 1 out of 12 would want to.
We
Get
had...
you.
Nah, I might be able to put something together. I make okay money. I got a good job. And
We had like 700 people come through here. Maybe one of them has a Ducati you could ride or something. For
maybe
VIR.
somebody does.
Yeah.
Got 2 of them or something.
Damn, dude. 700 and something on my racing page, which has like 95,000 followers. And then on my personal one, 860. So I got more on my private page.
Is
We
it the
have more
only
on-
place where we had this at?
So we have it on
Oh, what about YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't think I can check that until we end it.
Are you going to post it?
Yeah. Dude, let's run it. Let's leave it up. The people will love it. Maybe we should even like save it and put it on Spotify or something for all these weirdos.
I mean, I feel like it was kind of like boring in some parts, but it was kind of funny in other parts. It depends on like where
They were,
you
like,
got in at. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like,
Dude, yeah, we need to cut this up, make some Instagram content
right?
out of this.
Yeah, dude, because there was some funny shit, but like not the whole time.
I'm trying to get on Corey's level with the podcasting. That'd be sick.
I mean, yeah, maybe like the more unprofessional version. Make it like keep it like fun.
We could be the
hold
Walmart
on,
version of
what is that
pipe
shit
dreams.
all about?
What?
The unprofessional.
Like, cause like they don't say any
you
bad
just offended
words.
Kev Dog.
Wow.
No, like they don't say any bad words. Like they stick to like kind of like script kind of.
No, we're the unpolitically correct podcast.
We'll just
in
call it
motorcycle.
the real podcast.
the Real Racing Podcast or something like that.
I
Just
mean,
get
yeah.
down to business.
I mean, dude, if we had like a topic, like, dude, if we write out cards for a topic, like me and you could just sit here and do it, and like,
Call you out real quick while we're on live. You need to fix the hog, dude.
Me? Yeah. Hey, well, if anybody from M4 is watching, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but
It's the new GSX 8R just in disguise.
in teal with
except half the horsepower.
yeah, it's a dog, but
Dude,
She's
he
ready
told
to
me the other
wheelie.
day his Harley makes 50 horsepower.
Yeah, it's an Evo, dude. It ain't even a twin cam 88. It's the turd.
Like, dude, I don't even think you could outrun like a 2006
oh, dude, if you run from the
Civic.
cops, you are screwed.
I'm gone.
50 horsepower.
50 horsepower, he'll be in the woods.
I'm gone.
Yeah, what's
It's
your
like a Ninja
escape plan?
400.
Not
What's
not
my escape plan?
Not don't give us road
Do-
names or anything like that, but
No.
just a rough outline of what you'd do if you're getting
I would
chased
just
by the
let-
cops.
I could tell you what I would do.
just
when
get
he's done.
followed for a while until I got somewhere close to where I knew like where I was going. Stop, roll a real fat burnout with a lot of smoke, and then I'm gone.
That was a way more creative answer than
See,
I
what
was
I was
expecting.
going to say is there's a trail behind my house that takes me right back to my
Well,
shop.
now that you just gave everybody that info, probably
It
shouldn't
takes
do
me
that.
right back to the shop. Bike goes in the shop, door's shut, and I'm done.
That trail lead anywhere else, or just goes right?
Just right to my house.
That's perfect. So if they follow you into the trail, they know right where to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm
Come
sorry.
right
I'm
through
sorry.
door.
No. You got to go through the thick brush to get there. But
Dude, you are. I can't believe you just gave out your whole.
my whole
plan right
escape
here.
route?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
run
you?
from the cops, dude. I don't
Yeah.
even ride on the street.
You only just get pulled over. For
I don't
speeding.
even ride dirt bikes anymore, dude. It's just-
I was riding bit bikes the other night with a couple of my buddies.
Oh, that's what I want. A 110, dude.
Yeah,
So bad.
They
You've
both,
had multiple though, dog.
And I just
well, don't be
get
like
rid of
them. Them two stopped, and I went home.
yeah, but
I rode right home.
dude, I remember when you destroyed the golf course and you didn't stop, but you still got your ass caught.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, that was stupid.
yeah, it was pretty stupid, but you know what? I'd
Dude.
probably do it again.
Too bad you didn't have that on GoPro, dude. Like, you did it for no reason was the problem. Like, at least get it on video and get some views out of it if you're gonna
Dude, I
kind of
just like
shaft
to,
yourself.
I just like to do stuff for myself. I like to enjoy life myself and have fun.
Yeah, well,
Everyone's got to see
all
it.
those
Okay.
golfers probably would have enjoyed
No,
golfing.
The thing is,
But-
though, is that they said you did $5,000 in damage on that golf course,
Yeah,
right?
and I used to work there, and I know for a fact
Nah.
that if I had fixed that, I'd have probably got paid $100 to fix all that stuff. And
No,
it
but
was
what
in the
I'm
sand.
saying is I actually just recently went and golfed there, and
Yeah,
I
they
don't
just
think
redid
that
the whole place.
property costs $5,000, dude. It's a shithole.
Yeah, you got shafted big time, dude. You got shafted. What's the name of the golf course?
Frog Rock.
Frog Rock.
Frog Rock
You're
is
not
a
going back- you're
shithole.
not
I
going
don't
back
even
there
care,
now.
dude. I would rather pay double to go to Pinelands than Shit Rock, dude. I don't even
Hey,
care,
tell us how
dude.
you really feel.
Oh my god, I suck at golf as it is, and then you go to a course like that, and it just makes you want to just commit, dude. It's terrible,
Shout out Rocky.
dude. It's just terrible.
That's
I'm
insane.
gonna get phone calls tomorrow.
Nah, you'll be alright.
Dude,
Don't
it's on,
worry about
this is
it.
on Brandon's account. Forget
Yeah, they
about
don't
it.
even know who I am.
Forget about
I
it.
shared it.
Oh,
You shared
well,
it?
That's
Shared
the
it,
first
yeah, I
mistake you
shared
made, Kev Dog. One, you agreed to us doing this.
That's okay. That was my mistake.
Kev knows what I'm doing.
It was in yours.
What?
But I was going like this.
What are you doing?
All right, I ain't got
Dude,
work.
the guy behind the counter.
Yeah, hey.
This guy's breathing in the microphone.
We gotta
Dude,
hop off of here.
Stop with that shit right now.
All right, let's get out of here.
God.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
We're done.
We're done.
ASMR for the ending.
What?
A nice little happy ending for everybody.
No, it was ASMR. That's not happy. What?
Close enough.
Yeah, can we turn this camera around and get Kev real quick?
No.
All right.
Shout out Kev Dog.
Yeah,
No.
shout out Kev Dog. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you in another one. I don't know when,
Let us know when we're not live.
but that's it. We're off.
All right.
We're good?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Wow.
Still live.
Hey,
Kev Dog, did you?
did you guys have fun?
It was fun. I'm fucking hot.
Dude, my ass is soaked. Dude, Frog Rock is not going to see that video.
All right.